Okay, so now we've looked at the way we interpret experience, how we encode and store it, and the methods we use to do this. The question still remains, how does NLP actually work? Well, NLP techniques are designed to look at deep memory levels. What we look to achieve when making change is to understand the process by which the experience occurred and to understand the filters used to represent that experience as it was constructed and stored in the deep memory. In this way, the experience can be recreated in the mind, and the separate component parts which make up the experience can be analysed to assess it. Okay, so what does that mean? Right, we'll take an example. Let's assume that an experience that was once useful has now become more of an encumbrance in later life, yet it still holds an influence over us which is stopping us from moving forward. Most NLP techniques use a similar framework which follows this basic pattern. We investigate the experience to find out what it does, how it's encoded by the mind and what purpose it serves to us. Once this is known, we can begin to change the representation. In so doing, the power it has over us can be either muted or completely uninstalled. So as an example, we have a belief that we cannot do something. The belief is based on an experience we have had of not being able to do the something. As an NLP practitioner, we will begin by asking questions about belief. The idea is to dig down to understand the underlying reasons why this belief is in place and to isolate the component parts of the experience. Once we've gathered that information, we can begin to look at each aspect of the experience and make changes to the way the experience is encoded. Once this is done, the interpretation of the experience in our minds is changed. Therefore, the way we feel about it and the beliefs associated with it no longer have the relevance or power that it once held over us. What we're doing is creating an alternate and more empowering representation of the experience in our subconscious mind. This is a way we use NLP in both professional and personal stances to change or to make change that helps us move through life with a more positive outlook.